Hello? What happened?
Hey everyone, welcome in. It's been a long time since we've been around to stream a comp game. We got Lotus Traditions. I don't know if they call themselves SEAL or SFAL. I don't really know. Versus COLD1. I think they're two pretty new teams. I don't really know a lot about them, but I got Tubbins with me. What's up, Tubbins?
Yeah, glad to be here, and I'm gonna let everybody know that you did that twice because that made me laugh.
Yeah, I had my thing muted, so I really threw you off. You're like, hello.
Yeah, that's all right. But yeah, I mean, we haven't done this in a while. We're gonna try to get back into it for a little bit here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I haven't. I only recognize one guy in this whole lobby. So I'm assuming that most of these people are new. Judging from I went in the chat, and it kind of seems like maybe the SFAL. I don't know what that stands for. He probably should have looked that up. He's got a little bit more experience. The guy said he's been playing for a while. The I am Benji guy, I actually thought was a EU guy who used to be in corruption, but maybe there's more than one Benjis out there. Maybe it is the same Benji. I don't really know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was just looking over the names. I don't really notice, other than that person, I don't really notice anybody either, yeah. But that's kind of why I wanted to pick them up. I heard that they might be new. I didn't do a lot of research. Maybe they're not. Whoever's watching, maybe y'all can correct us. But so I kind of wanted to watch it. I felt like this would be an interesting match for me to see anyway.
Well, this other team's ready to go. Now, I'm assuming, I think these, I know I looked up the rules before, and I think like the machine was banned, the chieftain was banned. And I
Yeah,
guess this is Lotus. I remember when we used to play Lotus, it's one of each tank.
right. No.
One light tank. I don't know exactly what the things are, but this is a 5A, a TVP, a Leopard, a Badger, and an EBR.
Yeah, it's
It's a
interesting
weird
picks.
lot. Not crazy. I mean, it's not out of this world, right? But I know the bat's not banned, so I mean, I don't think you take a Leopard or a TVP over a bat. But
Well,
with
again, I
everything
mean,
being said, I haven't played in a year and a half. I don't know what's really
wow, it hadn't really changed. But, we're also talking about teams that probably don't have a lot of experience. And I do know one of them doesn't because they've asked in the chat if, the other team could host because they don't really know, right? So I'm sure we'll see a little bit of the.
Yeah, see, like you see this other team like E5,
Yeah,
VP,
yeah.
and IS7.
A little more meta. A little more.
Well, I mean, it depends. Cliff is the truth is, man, Cliff can kind of be a roll of the dice. It always has kind of been, in my opinion. But you need speed to get to a position. So if they go too heavy, and whether it's a leopard or a TVP, if it's shooting at you for a minute before you get there, you're gonna eat fat damage.
Right.
Especially if there's a badger in the back who's going to shoot you when you turn. That's a bunch of 400 damage coming in really quick.
Right.
We'll say, I mean, you never really know. Never know with these kind of things. Also, remember, I haven't done this in a year and a half, so take everything I'm going to say with a grain of salt. I mean, you should anyway. I wouldn't listen to myself, so I don't think anybody of you guys should. But
Nah, I mean, it's going to take Tubbins and I quite a while to get back into the swing. We legit have not streamed a single match. A year, maybe more. I don't know. We wanted to kind of do, I don't know, like some scrims or whatever to kind of get warmed back up into this, but whatever. We'll just hit it, at the ground running. So real quick before I forget, they have banned a couple of maps. Each team gets to ban a map. And forgive me, I gotta look. I don't really know their names too well. I don't know which team's which here. All right, so SFAL has banned mines, and Cold has banned proc. So that will leave Cliff first because it's a set map pick, and I apologize, I don't have it to put on stream to show everybody. I'll try to have this ready next time. But they're going to play Cliff first, then they'll play Himmelsdorf, and they'll move on to Muro if needed. Yeah, I was really behind today. Literally just got here, got set up. Today's my daughter's 16th birthday, so we've been celebrating that. I really was kind of wondering if I was even going to make it.
'16, wow, you got a kid that's 16.
Yeah, 16 makes me feel really old, but I had her really young, man. I was 17.
Still 16.
I know.
You know?
It's crazy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
All right, looks like they're getting
Oh,
ready
I
to
like
launch.
that Italian tank, man. I'm surprised more people don't play that 45. I thought that thing was good.
It's
I
gonna
guess
be.
it can't kind of just sit there reloading, but I mean, for something like this, I don't think that's as bad. Is there no limit on autoloaders, or is it 3?
Yeah, it's the same as most other ones. Yeah. Let's see
All
if
right,
I
here we
can
go.
remember how to operate the spec HUD. I don't. I'm gonna have to
Oh, I'm
legitimately
good.
learn here. I think I'm
It's the
good.
same buttons. It's the same buttons.
It's kind of like riding a
Just
bike,
remember,
I
if you put,
guess.
what is with this music? What is this
Yeah,
garbage?
I got that stuff muted. Don't
Wow.
don't have to deal with it.
What the? So you guys got to give me a second. I literally can't even hear myself think.
I don't even remember what it does. I've had it muted forever.
So have I, but it shouldn't go on. But it did go on. But I haven't loaded up the game.
So
All right, well, here we go.
SFAL has a really, I mean, they kind of got an odd lineup too, to be honest with you. But looks
Well,
like
it's
they're gonna
one
go
tank
south to the
per.
bowl here.
Yeah, but this is also kind of like what I was saying to you. You know, like what are they going to do with a bunch of heavies that are going to have to cross? Like realistically, the only thing Cold has to do is just get on the cap
Yeah.
and get on the B cap, and like this game's over. You know what I mean? If they go quick. So if they get these two mediums with the light tank on top of the hill, leave a couple guys to farm, like they're gonna have to cross all this.
Yeah, I
Now
mean,
with that being said, if they don't hit their shots and this team gets there and it becomes a heavy tank brawl, their advantage is done. But
Cold did get spotted.
oh,
Oh,
this
he's gonna
leopard's
get
eating
punished
it
a
from
little
the
bit.
VZ. Yeah, I don't see, like that shouldn't have happened. Like he got spotted. He got spotted by the super
Super conk,
conqueror.
yeah.
Just yeah, because he wasn't playing like safe. He like that guy just lost 1,000 damage for literally no reason. But
They
that's my
were
two
able to get the
cents.
IS-7 marked as well, so they do have a little bit of knowledge. But I'm really concerned for them. They're gonna have to start making some moves out of that bowl, which they are. They are.
Yeah, but the other thing is that these heavies aren't going on the line where they could get the cap for free. So even if they want to go to the cap now, Benji's going to hit them,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So they have to go around this corner and blow
Oh, the
him up.
E5's making a. He made a cross here.
Yeah, this is a bad play
He
by
only
him.
got
But
hit
the
once though.
TVP is gonna. Oh, the TVP's clipping him. TVP might die. See, this is like they needed to go around this corner and just delete Benji. See, now
They
like
made
they're
a
getting
yeah.
shot.
Yeah, they made the cross onto the cap from the top.
Yeah, like they're getting shot for no reason, and then the thing is that they should have just triple teamed that guy on that corner and just stayed on the top, or then went to the bottom.
I mean, for a team that's really never played, or I
I mean, we
assume
don't
has
know.
never
Like I
played,
don't,
right?
I don't know.
They're doing pretty good, honestly. I mean,
No, if I'm being honest now. This VZ is gonna clip him in the side. They're getting shot on the hill because they're not using the cover. Like you can't get shot when you're in the advantageous position, right? And
EBR on the hill is starting to take shots on the bottom here. They kind of have the hill for free. They don't have to worry about anything now.
I mean, like whether it's Cliff or it's not Cliff, like if you have a light tank and you have the medium presence, like you shouldn't be getting out rotated, like you should know where they are before they do. You shouldn't be taking all this damage. I have a feeling they've been killing this Type 5 heavy for a hot minute.
Yeah, they've been shooting at him for a little bit. I was kind of focused on the fight at the cap, but yeah, he's been kind of crossing.
Like this guy should have died yesterday. No, like literally yesterday. Dead now. The TVP out of all things cold, which is that's not an easy thing to pin with that TVP heat.
No,
Anyway.
it's not.
That heat's hot garbage. So good on that guy at least. I think he's the only guy I've seen from this team. He's handing out a little bit, but the other thing is, with a TVP, a little bit is a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. Overall, it was kind of sloppy on both teams.
I mean, Cliff is what Cliff is.
Yeah.
I mean, but from coming out of that gate, like if you screenshotted this game 45 seconds in, and we're like, which team should win? It's a team that didn't win.
Right.
In my opinion, at least.
No, I mean I agree. I think they had the better setup at the very start. It kind of went south pretty quick though. So we got Duncan Clown. Still full health up here. Be interesting to see how much damage he has. I know he had some shots south, just wasn't enough. Just wasn't enough. EBR just doesn't have that kind of DPM.
I don't know. I never played the tank or got the tank. For me, I saw too many people flipping over and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's not the easiest thing to drive.
I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, I mean as we talk about it not being easy to drive, he runs into a rock. Did that tree? I don't know. Either way. All right, so we'll go over the scoreboard here. I'll take left side here. So on SFAL side, we got I Am Bungie in the Super Conk, 1 kill, 37-47 with 2,100 assisted. Pretty decent little game there. We got Proximity in the VZ55 with 3 kills, 3,600 damage. We got D's in the E5 with 1 kill, 1992. We got Wheezy in the Centauro with 1643. Got Damien in the I7 with 1433 and a kill. We got Donk in the Type 5 with 795 damage, and the Knack in the Waffle with 600, which is interesting.
You're gonna have to do the other side for me.
Let's see. So he shot twice. I don't know. I didn't see exactly what happened to him.
What, the Waffle?
Yeah.
He didn't have to play. What do you mean what happened to him? He didn't have to play.
Yeah. And
I mean, like you say 600 damage, but like he's there for when a team pushes to punish him.
I get it. I just didn't see.
Forward, shooting everybody.
Then over on cold side, we got Doctor in the TVP with 1 kill, 1850. Got Saucy Things in the Badger
Picked
with
it right,
1849. Yeah. We got Mercked in the I7 with 1429. Duncan in the E5 or in the EBR with 1 kill, 1393 damage. We got Livewire in the I7 with 1056. We got Flaccid in the Leopard with 759, and Ryanator in the WZ111-5A with 475. So yeah, interesting first round. I'm actually going to ask them in chat. I'm really, I want to know if they're new, if they're not. Like, I've just been told things. I want to hear from them. Let's see what they say.
Don't ask them that.
No.
Don't ask somebody else. Big one match. I mean, I wouldn't at least.
No, it's okay.
I'm pretty sure they are because the guy was letting him know he was going to be on the bench.
Yeah.
And that's like something I haven't seen done, like 2016. What is his? I would like to know what that tag stands for. The F. San Francisco. I think it's just not operating today. Yeah. As long as it's with him. I mean, I don't do it by myself.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, so I was streaming comp again. I said, yeah, as long as it's with you. I mean, I don't do it by myself, you know?
Yeah.
You got all the gizmo gadgets, I guess.
You better take a screenshot. You're not going to see Tubbin's name in a custom lobby very often, I don't think.
Oh, man.
All right, so Ryanator, which is with Cold, this is their very first competition. So that's pretty cool, man. So yeah, COLD1, this is their very first competition.
LimeWire was the thing we grew up with, or at least I did.
Yeah, Livewire. Yeah, I remember some people in chat.
Was it called Lime?
It might have. I can't remember if it was LimeWire or Livewire.
I'm sure it was Lime.
It may have been Lime. I don't really remember.
But I think, that's a big thing. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this Simon Benji guy was with corruption for a really long time. I know he's been around comp before, if it's the same guy I'm thinking of. So Now that's a pretty big advantage. I think you kind of saw it there. Where they kind of set up wrong. It didn't even matter. But surprised me because surprised he would play NA.
Hey Tank, I'll let her know that for sure. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, these guys are ready to go. So we've got a Death Star pick out of Cold, a T62A, an EBR, a TVP, maybe a TVP, an Object 705A, a Type 5, and an E5. Over on SEAL or SFAL. I really need to find out how they're saying that. We got an E4, I7 Centauro, two I7s, a VZ, and an E5. So, I mean, you can definitely tell.
Isn't it one per tank, though? Isn't it one per tank?
I got to look up the rolls again. I'm way out of it today because of this birthday thing. But I don't think so. I think you're thinking of...
what are the odds that, everybody's picking one different tank and the rules aren't like, come on. It's got to be. I think they're making a mistake. That's how Lotus used to be. I think it was Lotus that used to do that. I'm pretty sure. They always have. I actually usually like their tournaments. To be honest with you, usually the best. And they were always pretty fair.
Lotus was good, yeah. Lotus was a good tournament.
Yeah, but they were pretty fair. They never did anything that was like so crazy, and they'll try new things. At least that's my 2 cents on it. We'll see how this side goes. Interesting lineup coming out of these Cold guys, though. Cop off, a Type 5.
Yeah.
They have 1, 2, 3. They have 5 tanks that want a side scrape.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just the lack of never playing comp, right? It's gonna take some time for them to kind of figure that out. I think they've probably played some scrims based on the way I'm seeing them play anyway. But I think this is pretty typical for a new team, right? They got to learn the metas. They got to learn what is, what isn't. You know what I mean? It's kind of the struggle of starting comp on a 10-year-old game.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I mean, I don't know what guys or whatever, what people have tanks.
That could also be another thing too.
But the other thing is that no matter what you play, somebody's played it before unless you're the first one, right?
Right.
Like, for me...
Right, so Duncan was able to get a spot on the Centauro and the I7. He did not spot... Okay, so he did get the other I7, so they at least have that knowledge.
Oh, I mean, they have got to get this E5. This E5 has got to go to this rock outside of the cap. Now, obviously, you guys can't see my screen. The E5 needs to go to the rock outside the cap. What he's going to do is he's going to put himself in a position where he ain't going to be able to back up.
No.
So these guys are going to come around the corner, and he's going to poop in his pants, and he's going to try to back up, and he's going to blow up. And the Ryanator is going to sit there, and this Death Star is only going to be able to fire once he's already spotted. So the spots are not there for them. Having a guy at that rock that can play hold down is huge, but, you got a 5A and you got an E5, and you got a cup off coming. I mean, I call a cup off, but and you got a Death Star. Like, these are all tanks that want corners of buildings. You want to side scrape and play. This E5 is literally playing backwards, I think.
Oh, is he?
Well, yeah, he's literally playing backwards.
He really is.
He's playing backwards. So, Death Star looked like he missed.
I don't know what happened to they pulled their light tank off the hill, and it looks like he's going to go around and try to farm from the backside. Fortunately for them, SFAL has everybody over here.
The game is over.
They actually got that off, which is
they just don't know where to set up. I mean, like, the thing is...
Oh my god, I'm not updating the scores either. I'm just a newbie over here.
Like, when that match starts, okay, if you look at the SFAL, we gotta abbreviate that, by the way.
Yeah.
But if you look at their lineup, okay, if you look at that lineup, they're going to be. Okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not playing A. They can't realistically play A. So they're gonna end up going to B at some point in time. Like, they don't have any tank that's gonna be able to hide on A or do any of that or be able to take those damage. So, like, you should know kind of really off the rip where the idea of what the enemy team's gonna want to do off that lineup. I think
Yeah.
that's a big reason why a lot of teams, you bring a little bit of diversity and stuff like that, especially in this where you get one per tank because you don't want the other team to know what you're doing usually, unless you just feel like they can't stop it.
I
But
got you.
flip side, new team doesn't as much, in my opinion, matter unless you're playing caps on city maps. So maybe this team can battle, and you just haven't figured out the positions of Cliff. And Cliff is I've gone in what I felt like were bulletproof plans on Cliff and come out 0-2 anyway. Cliff can just be like that, so wouldn't be much about it. Oh yeah, Beaver said this is their first,
Yeah, I was just saying that they
which
talked
is
about it in the
wild,
thing.
by the way. I mean, to me that is wild. I'm surprised. I mean, it's a good thing to say, but I am, part of me, I would be lying to you if I told you I was. ST2, what is that? Is that the double barrel big banger? Oh, now I got music in this screen. Oh boy.
Yep. So I mean, we're gonna move on to Himmels now. Sill's got a E4, E5, Type 5, I7, ST2. ST2, I don't really hate it. Cold's gonna have Badger E100, T62, the Panzer 7, 705A, Type 5, and an E5.
I got a feeling this guy with T62A is like that's what he plays. You know,
Yeah,
he's one of
maybe.
those guys. Yeah, everybody's got one of those guys. Oh yeah, put me in, it don't matter. I can't tell you how many times I told the guy, don't play that. The ammo rack's right on the bottom. Don't play that. Gas tank's right. They're burning.
Yeah, some tanks are just not usable, honestly.
Some people just don't listen.
It's a little unfortunate, though. I mean, I guess it just kind of is what it is. It's going to be like that no matter what they do with tanks and balancing and whatnot. You're always going to have tanks that just aren't very good.
I depends. I mean, I think the unique part about this game is that an E100 isn't good on Cliff, but an E100 is way better on Himmelsdorf. So you have the man aspect, the map aspect of it. I think the problem that you would see if really that happens, if you start, if the pool of the maps is, 25% city maps and 75% open hill maps, then yeah, the E100 becomes worse. Like it doesn't matter what the stats are, like you got to play the tank how it's going to be played. So you got to take the good with the bad. It's just like light tanks on Himmelsdorf. Like you good and like yeah, you can make it work, but like, is it ideal? No, far from it. I don't know what the maps. I don't know if they come out with maps, but I kind of felt like that kind of hurts heavy tanks, especially heavy tanks that don't have good gun depression.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You kind of get forced into playing. Um, that you either got to, like on some of the maps, you're going to get forced into playing either a bad spot for you because you want to impact the game, part of the map that matters, or you're going to get stuck playing the tank correctly on a part of the map that doesn't matter. To me, I always felt like, but on the flip side of that, I like that about tanks in a way. Every map is different and every tank a little bit better, a little bit worse. I think that brings things to the game, opposed to like ships, for example, where every map is an ocean, right?
yeah.
Big surprise. Yeah, and the realistic thing is like because it's an ocean, there's so many things that don't go into it as far as battling. You know, taking out hills, you're taking out elevation, like.
No, I mean, you make a valid point. Yeah, maps definitely bring another factor, into it.
It's completely different.
All right, we're launching, ready to go. Let's see if
We'll
Code
go.
can
I'm
come
hoping
back
for a
here.
comeback here at a cold, man. I think if they're gonna make a comeback, it's gonna be on this map. Are they attacking? Is red team always attacking? Yeah, this side
Yeah.
should be
Cold's
attacking
attacking.
100%.
Yeah.
So we'll see. This is also a map where I don't think I feel like the city battling experience isn't as should benefit them, right? Because realistically on Himmelsdorf, no matter how much experience the other team has, it is going to be till the day they stop playing this game. It is hard to spot and cover both of these caps.
So it looks
Right?
like they're gonna send a lone 62 to the top, and maybe
Yeah, like
everybody else a
that's
banana.
not the tank that you want for the top. Like, what is a T62A's gun depression? 3?
If that, yeah.
No, I'm serious. Like, what is it? 3? Like, do you know how little 3 is?
It looks like
Like,
they're all gonna go to banana here. A little traditional setup out of SFAL here. Bungie did get spotted.
now, yeah. So the thing that's super important about that is that T62A, whether he can shoot him or he can't. They go. Oh my man. All right. All they had to do is like, you see how he falls back. If you can get that guy to
Oh, a
fall
big hit
back,
into the E5. I don't know. Did he just take a double or did he get pinned? I think he took a double.
I think he got pinned by somebody and splashed by the Type 5. But
Yeah, yeah.
they got through, hoping there, because Benji's whole thing is a double popper.
Ryanator did get across by taking one.
Yeah, no, that's good. And somebody bounced on him. He's got to duck in. Okay, I think he should be okay. I would have liked to actually see him. He take the. No, then have the Type 5 heavy.
This Badger's actually in a good spot to battle here.
He's in a terrific spot because nothing down there has HE.
The problem is, his Panzer 7 is going to find out that it's not going to work for him.
It depends.
Nah, that thing is just not good for it.
He's gonna get. He's going into La La Land. This Panzer guy. Yeah, they're starting to fall apart because they don't really know. It doesn't look like to come here. Like, I don't know why that guy did that. Like when you kind of get trapped. Like when you get trapped in a bad position, you know, a bad play is
eating
better
it on
than
the
no
cross.
play. Yeah,
I don't think the 62s even have. Let's look here. I don't think he's got any shots at all where he's sitting. He needs to be on the other side of the castle. No, he does have shots. I take it back. And he got spotted for that.
That's not as much gonna matter.
He is pinning.
You know.
He is putting some pins in.
They're keeping it close. I mean, they need to get. Okay, if you're looking at this map, there is no tank green 3 to the left, right? You know what I'm saying? So like this E5, like you see what the E5 is doing right now? This is a genius play
Yeah,
if
it
he
is.
stays to the left of the building. But he needed to do this a minute and a half ago, you know? And not shoot HE at T60 60 TPs. Now Benji, because he didn't go to the left of the building, now has shots. Back up, like he's got to back up and he's got to take that angle away. Like that E5 can easily cancel out that E4, right? He can go to that corner, wait for the E4 to shoot.
Okay, so the Panzer 7's dead.
Pop him twice. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean, we knew that was coming. They're starting to make a play here, right? The other thing is that this T62A just doesn't know what to do, right? He needs to come down. He needs to come down.
Oh man, Ryanator pulled out and just ate it from the side.
But like this T62A is he's a little bit late on this. The thing that I'm kind of seeing is that they are kind of slowly figuring out what to do, but it's like 30 seconds too late, you know? Like if this T62A is there and that guy doesn't pull around the corner and the E5 makes that play different, right? It's completely different. He needs to go after the IS.
Yeah, he has to go around. He's about to eat it, and he should have done pushed.
He's got to go, but
he might get the shot off here. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lavor's coming in with his. He does have a healthy type. They can. It's gonna be hard, but they could bring this back here on this side. No, I don't know about the other side. Oh no, the other side. So the E5's down.
You can't win 7v3.
No. It's over. I mean, it started off okay. It just feels like, I think you're right, man. They just got to a point where they were kind of stuck. They didn't really know exactly how to react. And again, a lot of that's going to be just a lack of experience, you know. I know these SFAL guys have some experience in comp. So yeah, it's just not going to work out well for Cold in this situation. They were able to get Wheezy out, though. These two guys are battling on this corner.
Oh, they're battling. You know, I mean, there's no doubt about it.
I don't really. think he really just wanted to go get the kill, yeah. And then Livewire is gonna get sent back to the garage here shortly, and we're gonna go to a 3-0 nothing lead for shoot first, aim later.
It took longer to choose tanks than in the game itself. I don't even know what that sentence means.
I don't know. I think he was talking about one of the matches on tanks or on Cliff on tanks. Lord have mercy. Y'all can tell I haven't been on this game in a very long time.
I'll tell you, the game looks crisper on my TV.
I don't think they've changed anything. I think you changed something. All right, so on the scoreboard we got.
I loaded up. I said, "Man, this looks crisp." I thought about playing it again.
Oh man. Oh man, bring back Cold War. Project.
I got out of that screen. But this is like here, let me see if I can load the screen again.
Over here on the scoreboard while he's doing that.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
You got on the cold side, you got the live wire, the Type 5 Heavy. Actually had a very good game.
Yeah.
He was about the only guy to sit there and trade in a 1 kill for 30, 39, 50. That's pretty good considering that the people around him aren't doing a lot unless they're focused on last. Badger, just shy of 1700 with 1 kill, and then you had the Clown Man Z100. Really not I don't think he got there until a little bit later, but he still got a couple pins off at 1450.
Mm-hmm.
D62A, only 1,000 damage. I'm gonna be honest with you, he probably should have did a little bit better.
He fired 7. He fired 7.
It doesn't. I don't even look at really what somebody fires, but that's just he's got to get in a position or make them not do damage. And then the Ryanair looks like probably only had 1 pinch, shy of 700, and then the cup off. Kind of a mistake. I think he probably was meant to go with the 705, and then they were like, "Yo, dude, you didn't go," and then he was like, "Oh, I'll go now." And
yeah.
It's not the play. And then you got the E5 who was shooting HE. I'm not going to try to pick on this guy or anything, but somebody needs to tell him not to play. E5 HE is not going to take.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't the move.
Yeah, like you would honestly, and this is no exaggeration, if you RB'd RT'd your heat shells, didn't RB RT'd, you would do.
For sure.
And then you got the team that we still haven't figured out what their name. E4, decent, few pins there, just over 32, and then Type 5 Heavy just shy of 32. And then Benji was actually very good, keeping his health. Benji, I've noticed in both these matches, has really taken an angle on these guys. A lot of shots in the side, a lot of damage. He's probably calling for them, if I'm assuming.
I don't know. Maybe.
Could be wrong with that. Just shy 3K with 1 kill, and then the 60 TP with 3 kills. 2750. That's 3 kills a lot for that for a big loading gun.
Mm-hmm.
And then E5 1 kill 2300, and then Star with 2 kills just over 2000. The I7, not the biggest game there, just 1 pin, but could have been a position where you didn't really have to do just holding. That happens, obviously.
Yep. Overall, not bad.
I take way too long to be doing that, huh?
Yeah, they're actually picking pretty quick, I think, honestly. I mean, I haven't been in a custom lobby with comp in this game for quite a long time, but they're doing pretty good with the picking, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's going pretty quick. Yeah, and over on cold side we got a Badger E100, Panzer 7, 705A, Type 5 Leopard, and an E5 over on SFALs. I got a Super Conch, Centauro, Type 5, I7, 60 TP, E5, and a Waffle E100.
I did actually get a message T62A gun depression is actually down to 5 now.
Yeah, it's regardless. Which
doesn't sound like a lot, but you don't realize how huge 3 to 5 is. 3 to 5 is big. That's like a whole different condom size, Are we going?
They haven't launched yet. Yep, they have now.
There we go. I'm rooting for these cold guys, man. I try not to be biased on this, but I'm hoping they get this one.
Yeah. I mean,
I am. I'm rooting.
I know, but it's hard not to root for the new team, man. Like, from what I understand, SFAL is a new team, but not new players.
The other thing is, it's tough to get into something new that isn't new.
I forgot which side I'm on. I'm seeing pings. I really need to start paying attention to that because I don't really know who's pinging.
It looks like they're going to send everybody up the hill but one guy over here. the Benji squad.
Yeah, well,
It looks like it looks like Benji's kind of playing this role in his team where he's kind of the heavy and goes to spot. Kind of like we kind of used to use tanks in a way.
yeah.
For myself, I guess I actually like this play by the Leopard. I would like it more maybe if he wasn't a Leopard, but I like that they went down there and saw that because the advantage that you have, like I said, in the first match or whenever it was, if you have more medium tanks and you have light tanks, you should get the information. You make sure you're in better position because you need to bleed health to even out the health, right? Armor, health, like you get all that away.
That Leopard's angle was just a little late.
I don't know why he's just driving around.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's trying to spot them if they peek the bottom.
I mean, unless he's got like full blown spotting where he can spot banana from here. But see, the thing is that they're not like they've spotted the Ryanator. Like realistically, if their Leopard's gone down there and they just spot Benji,
well, they're lining up for their
you know where
push.
their team is by process of elimination, essentially, right? Like they're on the hill. But I have a feeling, my man Chunky down here, side scraping. That's an over angle, by the way. He needs to pull that in if anybody cares. But either way, come on, Chunky. There we go.
He did get a pin on the cross. There was two actually.
The only bad side about that, man, you would have had an E5 or, I mean, not an E5, an E4 or something there. Maybe you get a little bit more damage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if this waffle can do this.
Oh, he hit it from the hill. Nice.
Oh, they moved them. Okay. Get him, Type 5. Get him through the window. Oh, they're not spotting the waffle.
No, they're not.
Guys, they shouldn't have. They needed to not move that guy. But they're not pinning. This badger's got to stop doing this. He's coming out track forward. Now, this is not a bad position for the Cold squad here. They need to just slow down and make the other team commit. They're not pinning it through the window. They've already hit the waffle. The waffle's going to be scared to poke. They have enough way to get down. Is this Leopard going to battle into the city? This Leopard's making the Super Conqueror sweat a little bit. Oh, they killed the E5. He didn't... Oh, man. Yeah, all they got to do is slow this down a little bit. They like this Panzer Cup-Off got resets. The E100 should not. The E100 should be trying to go where the E5 was, or he's got to spot that. He's got to spot that waffle. He's just eating it.
Oh man, this E100 just taking it.
Yeah, and he needs to drive forward and now go where the E5 was. Like you already ate it, right? There's no more to eat. No, you're full.
He did get a good hit on there.
Yeah, he did, but you can't leave your tank in a position where it's going to die in 30 seconds, right? Like you can't do that. Like you can't get shot by a guy that you can't see and then stay in the same spot. So I'm glad that he's backing up a little bit, but I would have liked to see him more for a move. But they're keeping this close. This is a very winnable game. And I always seem probably a little bit crucial, like critical or whatever, and maybe that's in my nature. But on the flip side of this, if good pins on that guy. Over.
Got Ryanator coming around behind on. Oh well, Benji was ready for it.
Yeah. Benji's on top of the ball.
Or Bungie. I think we're calling him his name.
Shoot, Panzer Couple. See this? The E100 and Panzer Couple are literally driving by. If they would have just dunked to the right, they would have killed Benji. If they both would have pinned.
Mm-hmm.
And they just left this guy out to dry. They do have to get reset, so maybe that was factored. But one of them probably should have tried to help. They're going to take this 2v2 over here. Oh, that was a good pin.
I can't fly my spectator camera.
Yeah, you can. Waffles looks like he's going to come around this corner and say, hey, how you doing, in about 20 seconds, and should be able to end this match.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless they can get this E5 out in time. Maybe they get a fire. No. He's going behind him. The Badger is doing a... Oh, big pin. There we go. 38 health.
Waffle's about loaded.
Yeah, they got to move forward. They're not going to...
The waffle is ready.
In the back. You're spotted, man.
Oh, man, they're eating it.
Oh,
oh my God.
Oh,
The waffle is just
That's all right.
cleaning house.
Oh, he tried to shoot the heat into the Super Conqueror heat shell. Shield. Sorry, I called it shell. But either way, I was saying, like, I don't mean to sound critical, and it's not like I'm trying to pick on anybody. On the flip side of this, I guess half in my head, I'm hoping that maybe this team go back and watches this.
Yeah, for sure.
This helps them a little bit, you know. So I'm not trying to like poop on anybody's dreams or how that is, or you know, maybe my accent's a little bit meaner than I am, but just try to call it like it. And I'm hoping that you take that, because the thing is, 2 of those matches, I'm telling you right now, they literally won because they don't play the game.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So little tiny things, like if you look at the Cold team, the realistic thing is that every match they had 1 to 3 to 4 players not playing the game. And the reason why they weren't playing well, actually this match, if I'm being honest, about 2 guys really not play the game. But the thing is, the reason why they weren't playing the game is just positional wise, getting shot on the side. Really nothing to do with skill or anything like that. It's just, like I said, experience. Unless you consider experience skill, right? But either way,
Yeah,
I'll
it
stop
is.
yapping.
No, it is.
All right, I'll do the Cold side. You do the other side.
Yep, go ahead.
Try to get this down. All right, Cold Type 5 Heavy, decent game again. He's got the thing working. Looked like he tried to fire heat at the end, which probably isn't the worst idea. Probably need to turn that around. But just shy of 3,900. He had the Panzer couple up 3,300. He actually turned it up at the end of that game. E100, who made that small mistake, still got his health back and got a kill. 2,800. And then the Wheezy 5A was able to get 1 kill, 2,200, and the Leopard only 800 damage. Himmelsdorf, kind of, I hate to say it's what you're going to expect of him. Badger, big time block and 1 kill, but it looks like only probably 2 pins there. And E5 kind of in that spot, tried to move, then got maybe a little bit aggressive, kind of got popped out as it goes there. And the other side is all you. To Invictus, is it 4-0? Is that
Yep.
it?
And then over here we got Bungie. I think is how you say that, not Benji.
I call him Benji, dude. So
yeah.
That's how it's going.
Super Conk, 2 kills, 49-27. Pretty good game out of that. The Nat.
I am Bungie doesn't make sense. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, Benji would be cool. Yeah. The Waffle, which came in and cleaned up there at the end. 3 kills. Those 3 kills. 35-96. Approximate with 60 DP with 24-41. Wheezy and the Centauro with 1 kill in 23-47. Donk in the Type 5 with 16-81. D's in the E5 with 1 kill, 12-08. And Damien in the I7 with 550. Which was able to block 37-10, I just noticed. So yeah.
37 pound.
Yeah, he had a good little block game there. I
was hoping for a little bit longer of a match.
Again, you guys are gonna have to forgive me.
Oh, they're still going.
Yeah, like you're gonna have to forgive me though, chat. Clearly we've stated we haven't streamed comp in a really long time. It's gonna take us a while to get back into it. And then I had my daughter's 16th birthday today, so I'm really out of the loop. That's a fail on my half, but I thought this was over. I don't know if maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they got to get 5, but I think it's 4. And maybe they just want to play, but they haven't said. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to do my research on some rules in the future.
I think maybe the other team's figuring it out. It don't matter. They're going full IS7. They're going full speed. Their slowest tank is an IS7. You put gas on the IS7. I'm hoping that I'm hoping Cold's got to play here and they go right to the cap, set up and pound these guys. Let's see. What, is there different leagues in this tournament? I meant to look at all this last night.
Kinda. But no, it's not like it used to be, if that's what you're asking. They are set up or spread out into different.
Well, do they do the oh my god, what is that system called? What is that called? With like, if you win, you only play people that you win, and if you lose, you only play people that you lose, and if you're 2-1, you only play 2-1s.
Oh, yeah. If you didn't ask me, I'd have been able to tell you. This is going to be round robin. That's what this system is. But yeah, Swiss. Well, you're thinking of Swiss.
Swiss, that's right. Correct. We gotta get more people back in the stream, man. I used to have a guy who used to tell me this stuff.
Yeah, we've really been out of it for a long time. I did play in a tournament 3 months ago. I don't remember. A little while back, but it was 5v5 and I didn't really have to worry about nothing, so. Oh, but yeah. Got to get back into the swing of it, I guess.
I don't feel that out.
Glad somebody doesn't. I'm not really that out of it. I've just been busy today, man. Today, that whole 16th birthday thing, that's a lot. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
It's a lot. So, over on code side so far, we got Duncan in an EBR 105. I don't hate it, but I don't love it on this map on attack. I feel like there's better light tanks to do.
I mean, I think the EBR can work. I mean,
it
depends. I mean, every match the cold team has had advantage in spotting. If they're gonna make it work, now is the time.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like now is the time.
We got Going Hungry in the T62A. We got Doctor in the TVP. Ryanator in a bat chat. I think that's the first bat we've seen pulled out.
Yeah.
We got Live in the Grill. We got Flaccid in the Leopard 1 and Merked, ya boy, in the I7. Oh man, excuse me, sorry. And then so far out of SFAL. Yeah, I took a drink and it like really got some air.
Oh, wrong. Yeah, it goes down the wrong.
Yeah. We got You Need Snacks or Schnacks in the Leopard. Man, that really messed with my eyes. I'm getting old. We got D's in the E5. We got Wheezy in the Centauro. We got Donk in the Sturv 103B. I really like that. We got Bungie in the Sheridan. I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember if I've ever seen a Sheridan in comp. I'm trying to think.
I mean, it's a meme pick.
I mean, we would do it, right? We had this little thing in Immortals. This was after Tubbins' time. Tubbins would never allowed us to do this shit, but we called it the UAV. But it was a meme for sure. We got Damien in the I7. We got Proximate in the
I mean, we had,
VZ.
you know, like when I used to play a what was it, the 105, the 105, the little light tank with the autoloader, and I used to play that a lot of mines.
Oh yeah. The EBR.
This was before I played with you, but no, not the EBR. The
oh yeah, the AMX.
The AMX. So like, I used to play that a lot on mines and Cliff because I felt like I could outfight all the light tanks, and I like to play with clips, right? But what teams actually started to do to me is they used to take that and just one-shot dirt me, and it worked. Because if that thing hit me, I went on fire, like every time in that little tank. So I mean, it can, you know, if he gets a hold of an EBR, it could be one shot. See you tomorrow. You know.
I don't know if they got a guy that's. Okay, he's
Unless he doesn't
playing
have
now.
the derp gun on, but if he doesn't have the derp gun on, I don't see the point.
Yeah, I mean, the derp kind of makes it a little fun, yeah.
Well, he doesn't have the derp on.
So we got Cold going out. They are going to get spotted.
Who this guy? Who you, man?
Oh, they did not. Okay, so they did get the Leopard. He didn't quite go far enough to spot the TVP in the bat chat. Leopard, did he just bounce or did he miss? I didn't catch that. I think he missed.
I think he missed. I was looking at the path there. Takes like these guys.
Okay, so now they're going up in here.
They're getting spotted just because of the pass they don't take. Oh, big shot by the grill though. Good for him. He's playing 1v4 over there and winning. That's a plus. But yeah, little things like you don't want to give away where you are. Like it's weird to me that, you know, you're bringing light tanks and all these medium tanks, and the other teams find out where you are before you. That's a big thing you got to change. Actually, this guy just got hit blind. Did the grill get spotted? Too. Yes, he did. The grill just lost half his health.
Oh, Wheezy eating it. Wheezy eating it. Wheezy down. Good focus fire out of Cold there.
Well, they're about to lose their grill on the other side. Benji's gonna go kill him. If Benji's smart, you just eat the shot, Benji.
Oh like, yeah, they're getting rid of him. I see.
Yeah. They
are getting some good pins on the Sturv. He did. Okay, so he's gonna go back up here and try to get him respotted. Oh, and they got him on the cow. They're gonna get the Sturv out too. Maybe.
I
Maybe.
really kind of, oh yeah, but what really Clown needs to do is that this is another thing where like Cold War last game, they just need to slow it down and like
Mm-hmm.
relax, chill. Like EBR, why'd you fire there, right? Like get on spot to get back in the
Oh,
cap. Like
Doctor on
TV,
fire.
like yeah, like TVP, why are you moving up to be shot? Like if they just would have slowed down, right? Just slow it down and not put this IS-7 on cap.
Yeah.
But they're not, the not pumping brakes thing is killing them. And like this bad chat is now coming into brawl. Like just take the angle, man. Like they don't have anything. They have nothing that can push off a bad chat. Nothing, right? Like nobody's gonna come for a bad chat.
TVP did go down. They're gonna push in here.
Yeah, well, I mean, the IS-7 needs to go to that spot when he can, right? Like now they're kind of scrambling and driving around being shot.
Yeah. Ryanator's kind of aided. I don't know if he just crashed. I think he hit the side of the building and he's gonna go down. We got Duncan in the a ram and drove over his hood.
Oh boy.
Got the EVR out. EBR.
Oh boy.
I mean, this started off really good for Cold. I think you're right, man. They played too fast.
Well, I mean, I mean, to me, right? You need to be able to play as what required, I guess, as the speed or the tempo, however you want to look at it, right? So you need to just go with the flow, and that's way harder, said than done, right? But it seemed like when they needed to go, sometimes on Himmelsdorf they didn't, and then when they needed to slow down, they didn't. It seems like they're just a little bit off. But the realistic thing is that you can
Another
really
fire.
what you want. They could have easily won 3 of these games. So if the other team is the one in experience, they got out positioned 3 times, right? So
it started off good for Cold.
It's not like the other team is all. Yeah, I mean, I think they just need to work on the in-game calling, slow people down. You got to get used to the flow of it. It's way different, because when you play pubs and people start dying, I mean, your first reaction is go forward, let me get what I can before they're all dead, right? And I think that match was, we can win this now,
Right.
We're going out. But either way, on
Beaver
the side
did
of Cold,
confirm in chat though they do play 3 maps no matter. So there you go.
Oh, that's cool. But on the side of Cold, we had the Leopard. Actually had a pretty solid game, 2,900. Good to see he was able to make the work on that map. The Grill had 2 big pins, a big pin in the beginning, but not having another guy in that back corner.
Yeah.
So usually what you want to do on that map is you want to have pairs. I used to call them the married couple, right? Is you really want 2 people to be there, and they ride, and well, they don't ride, but they just sit there and die together. All right, so you create crossfire because you can't go left or right without giving your side to somebody else. But either way, maybe that's something that they can take from this. And the EBR,
sure.
Clown, great spotting damage, decent damage for that tank, just shy of 1,400 and just shy of 3,900 as far as spotting goes. T62A, 1 kill, shy of 1,300 damage. He never really got the tank going. Bad Chat kind of got lost in the sauce. I think his team if his team would have just slowed down, that Bad Chat's number is probably about 3,000, but they didn't. 1,100 out of him and 1,050 out of the IS-7, and Mr. Apin at TVP, 1 kill, 800 damage. And on the side of the other guys, that's all you, man.
Yeah, and over here we got D's in the E5 with 1 kill, 47.59. Pretty good. Especially compared to the rest of the team.
That name almost gets me every time.
I know. Yeah, it comes to mind. You need Snacks in the Leopard with 25.89, 15 assists. Bungie in the Sheridan, 2 kills, 23.66. So he made it work. Approximate in the VZ with 3 kills, 16.57. Damien in the I7 with 1 kill, 16.29. And the 2 guys that just ate it, Donk and Wheezy in the Sturv and the Centauro, 0 kills, 0 damage.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing is I think they just saw 2 people die.
Yeah, they did. They got excited.
Is that like, if the other team gives you 1 tank for free and you don't win, okay, it happens. But if they really kind of give you 2, you kind of got to win those.
Well, if you look back on it, right, and maybe this is something they can think about for the future, they did take a little damage back, Cold did, when they killed those 2 tanks, but they still had their 7, right? They could have killed those 2, got out, everybody got unspotted, then tried to use maybe the light to cap. And then at that point, SFAL's forced to come in with their light to try to spot, and then they punish him, delete him, and then they get back on cap, right? It's all about a time game. When you're playing that cap on this map, You just got to make them come in, bleed them when they come in, kill them, right? And then reset, do it again. And eventually they just don't have anybody left to come in and spot the cap. So I feel like if they would have just got out instead of going in when they killed those two
Well, that's
tanks.
what I said. They need to slow it down.
For sure. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to know what they thought.
It looked like they panicked to me that stir was going to get away, and the guy from the far back left shot him, killed him, right? Here's also another thing. I've yet to really see a waffle cook on this map. At least I haven't seen it. I don't see where you're going to be able to hide a waffle. But then again, who knows? They won't have anything to spot it.
I mean,
we'll see if they take advantage. I'm still going for the coal guys, man. I feel like they're kind of getting gypped.
Nah, I mean, I'm trying to remember how many new teams I've streamed in my day. I mean, it's not been many. There hasn't been many, but I remember when I was new to comp and I ran a team. We did the same stuff, man. I mean, after your first 3 or 4 games, you really kind of figure some things out. Maybe they, meet somebody in the comp community to give them some tips or whatever. Use the stream, right? I don't know. Some things just kind of come. You just learn, It's just part of it. Or at least I think it's part of it. Especially if all of them are brand new to comp, right? Which apparently they are, which is kind of wild. I'm really surprised to see a completely new team.
Well, the team's got 8.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
They don't anymore. Instead of deselecting, you left the room.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah, they always do.
People do that.
My guys always did.
All right, so they should be launching here soon, and this will bring an end to the action for tonight after this next match. Maybe Cole can get on the board here.
We should be able to send you guys over to Beaver, I believe. Beaver.
Yeah, I don't know if he's live yet. He should
No,
be.
but I mean, after I think he runs 7-10 minutes. So after the match, it should be lining up actually fairly decent.
Either way, Beaver's got a stream coming up. Let me look in the schedules. I'm not real sure what match he's doing tonight.
Stop trolling the training room bandit. Grow up.
Let's see. Sunday, Beaver's got Ape and Forcad. So that match will be up, and if he's not live and we can't just send you over to him, make sure y'all check out Beaver, and because that'll be starting technically in like the next minute.
Stay here and it's gonna go automatically.
Should.
Oh, should I guess? Sorry. Oh.
All right, we're launched and ready to go.
Yeah, let's get this one rolling. All right, so on the side of Cole, we got an E5 IS7 TVP Bat Chat 62A. He's rocking, and he's got to come up with a big game for me. At T62A to justify this. This is like game number 4. And then you got Clown at EBR again, and Live Wire and that Waffle. And then on the side of SFAL, that is not convenient for my tongue to say.
It's not me either.
A Cron, an E5 IS7 50B, 45T, and a grill. So, or whatever you want to call it. I love that tank in a pub mag. I had a lot of fun playing that. It's just it doesn't give a lot of damage like compared to other tanks, but it was
Cold's
fun,
coming in aggressive with a spot here out of the EBR. So at least they're gonna have the knowledge real soon that there's just no oil.
Yeah, I mean, they're going right for this. I would have loved to see the Waffle somehow be able to shoot right where E meets F. Right onto Cap A. I would have loved to see him out there. I would have loved to see him. That bat safe. I would have loved to see that Waffle out there. Where he is, he's gonna die. Unless he's a master, but I also don't know what the Waffle's camo is anymore. I remember my E4 became like almost invisible because I put a camo net on it.
I don't know what that shot was.
Oh, that's what happens. The bat shot doesn't shoot down. Yeah.
All right, so SFAL is going to get in. Man, that is really weird to say.
All Ryan Eater's got to do right now is turn around. He could have just went to that corner and just shot that guy for free in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sending in the EBR. Yeah, I mean, this to me is rushing it, but they got this corner.
They
Ape's
are
got to
getting
come
some
home for
pins.
reload. Yeah. I'll be honest, man. If this Ape guy could shoot this TVP, like if he could make that TVP into a bad chat, he would be having a monster.
His
He's
two
actually
autoloaders are on reload though, and they're getting down.
Yeah.
They're 20 seconds on the cap. 60 TP is going to go cut off the bad chat from being able to come back around.
This EBR is winning this 1v3, by the way.
We are down to 8 seconds. We are down to 5 seconds.
TVP might get him. Oh, TVP.
Oh, we are down to.
They just need
oh,
one reset. They got
that.
They got too many tanks there. They waited, so there's the guy. He can't shoot you, EBR. He can't shoot you. Oh man, stop paying attention. Either way, I think Cole's gonna be able to get this. They got to clean up.
It's
this
looking
cap
good.
Quick.
It's looking
They
good.
got to clean up this cap quick, and they got to get away from that 50B's range.
Bad chat's on reload.
That's all they have to do. That's all they have to do. Kill this IS-7. They got to get away from this 50B. What's this 50B doing right now?
He's
oh, they're going after him.
Yeah,
oh, he went after the guy he couldn't kill. Okay, good.
Yeah, they're getting him.
They played that well. That EBR, honestly, kind of MVP for me. I didn't like the play he made, but he made it work. I felt like they made this harder to win, but hey, win's a win, man.
Cold is slowly losing. Oh, okay, Waffle's in play here. Waffle's going to try to change this around.
I mean, it's over, man.
Well, Cold was. I mean, they were actually losing the battle there. But luckily, he had some guys on the outside that are going to come in and clean it up. And the Kron, the sole survivor, is out. And Cold got a victory.
Well, I mean, they
played that well.
Yeah, relatively. And honestly, the T62A, I kind of said you need a big match here to justify it. I guess kind of did it.
Yeah, he heard you.
I don't know what the damage is. No, he definitely probably didn't. but it was good to see him coming. Yeah, I mean, I thought that bad shot could have just wrapped around, but to be fair, they played that well. Like when you were like panicking about the cap, like
it was close.
To wait yeah, but they had time. Like like you got 3 tanks to come around there. Yeah, they were gonna be okay. Oh, they disbanded it. They get a win, they leave. I like the style. Either way, on the T62A, he's just shy of 3100. It's good to see you make that work. That bad chat, 1 kill, 2900, just shy of 1100 spotting. So it's good he's doing a lot of spotting for the TVP. TVP, kind of like I said, I actually felt like this TVP player on the side of Cold, I actually felt like he played good tonight. I mean, every time I looked at him, he's doing damage. But the thing is, the TVP almost only does so much damage, right? 2 kills, 2500. That's a pretty good game at TVP. EBR. I would probably say you give him MVP of that match. They should have killed him. I'm not gonna lie. Those 3 guys should have turned around and blew that guy right out of there, and they didn't. He was able to get 2 kills, do some spotting for the TVP, just shy of 2400 damage, which is a lot of damage for an EBR. Like that. Yeah. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, that's a lot of damage for that tank. That's a light tank that's not there to do damage, right? Literally there to be annoying. Whatever stupid stuff it does rolling around on the ground. In there, Waffle 1 kill, 2200 damage. I'll be honest with you, I think that's a good game on this map for a Waffle. IS-7 1 kill, sub, 1900 in the E5. Trying to get a little bit of rough night. I think they make him be the first guy in line, unfortunately, most of their things. And other team is going to be all you, Noodle.
Yep. And over on shoot first, ask later, or shoot first, aim later. I'm sorry. We got the Kron in the top.
Known that.
Yeah, shoot first, aim later. 2 kills, 2100 damage.
Not how I play.
Yeah, 60.
It is.
Okay, yeah, I know. 60 TP, 1900 damage. Damien in the IS-7 with 1877. Donk in the 50B with 1641. D's in the E5 with 794. Wheezy in the Centauro with 430. And the Knack in the Grill, which I really didn't know he didn't get a shot. I know he shot, and I thought I seen somebody eat it, right? But no, he didn't connect. So 0 damage out of the Grill there. That was a good round for Cold. Unfortunately for them, shoot first, aim later is going to take the victory tonight. So it's going to be a 5-1 victory for them. And we'll get you guys rated over to Beaver. He should be live by the time this delay catches up. If not, it'll just kind of hang out there and we'll just rate them over anyway. But either way, thanks for coming out. Guys, we're going to be sticking to this again. We're going to get back to the regular schedule. I know we've been out of it for a long time. It's going to take some time to get it built back up.
Yeah, try to help us out, get people back in here.
Let them know. I know every weekend we're going to bring you a game. We may be able to get you maybe one or two randomly here and there throughout a week. Just depends on teams, right? And then if times allow, we'll do multiple on the weekend. But that's going to be it for us this weekend, unfortunately, just because everybody's going to play default time. It's just kind of how it works out. But yeah, we're definitely going to be bringing you at minimum one a week. But we'll try to get you more. And we may even dabble around with EU. I don't know. We'll see what Tubbins' schedule is like, what my schedule's like. EU's got some good games, too, that we can cover. So I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, let everybody know. Tell everybody, we're going to get back into it. We got some cool things that we're going to try to roll out for you guys, too. I think that'll really... I would love to use the words change the game for streaming comp on what console. I just don't feel like that's the best sentence.
Get too over your head.
Yeah, but like we're gonna do a couple things that
just
I think people
show up
will
and
like.
The best, like everybody does.
Yeah. But congrats to SFAL or SF. I think I just messed it up. But either way, congrats to them. Welcome, Cold.
Shoot first.
Yeah. Welcome, Cold. Glad to see a new team in comp.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm glad that they got the win. Like that's something to build on.
For sure.
Like you can look at that any way you want, but the realistic thing is that you're gonna have to eat it in the beginning. It's just how it goes. It doesn't matter if it's any new game or anything, and any job, any sport, anything you do, and you're the new guy that walks through the door. You got to just sit down and eat it until you're not the new guy anymore.
The one thing I'll say to those guys, though, because I know a couple of them are
You can ask anybody who's joined my clan, too. When they come in, they eat it. Most of them don't make it. Most of them don't make it. They go right back out the door.
But the one thing I want to say, though, is like, don't let it discourage you, right? I've seen a lot of people over the years come into this game, throw a team together, play one match, lose, right? Whether it's 6-0, 5-0, 1-0, it doesn't matter. They get discouraged and they don't do it again, right? Just stick with it, ask people questions. There's a ton of people in this community to be more than happy to help you. Be careful who you ask, though, if you want, in my opinion. But just stick with it, man. Ride it out, learn a few things, put in some time. It'll get better. It really does. Don't let a loss, discourage you from playing comp again.
They won one match. They could have won.
For sure.
They actually could have won. I mean, that wasn't all bad.
It really wasn't bad at all.
That really wasn't all bad.
But either way, guys, we'll catch y'all. Oh, my bad. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, you're good. I forgot what I was gonna say anyway. Where'd it go?
All right, guys. Well, y'all have a good night, and we'll get you rated over to Beaver. Appreciate y'all.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
Hey, Noodle, let me take him out. Like a ticking time bomb, we about to blow. And I wipe out the ops like an obstacle. Line them all up like dominoes. Then we watch them all fall like Geronimo. Brain like tanks cause we on a roll. And we got more rounds in a pot of gold. Catch more shells than Galapagos. No safe landings in a war zone. That's real. Got sauce, no tartar. And I drop bars, that's fact. We got a clan behind them, they diabolic. They always got his back. They'll drop a hater cause clutch kings don't tolerate disrespect. I'm too official like a ref whistle. Move foul, get hit with the tech. My brother Noodle, he number one. He taking over, he blasting off. Y'all clowns ain't going up, y'all stagnant. Y'all vision flawed, I flip the bird like Tony Hawk. We serving shots and it's on the rock. Noodle stream really one-on-one. If you hate and use a hoe. Like a ticking time bomb, we about to blow. And I wipe out the ops like an obstacle. Line them all up like dominoes. Then we watch them all fall like Geronimo. Brain like tanks cause we on a roll. And we got more rounds in a pot of gold. Catch more shells than Galapagos. No safe landings in a war zone, that's real. But please don't make me go and grab that still. Banana clips all on me, but your cap is getting peeled. All your homies phony, they be capping, they ain't real. Yeah, they ain't real.